My childhood friend made me step down as best man so I wouldn't steal focus at her wedding. Sophie and I are both 27 and grew up like family. Our parents are close, our holidays overlap, and I've always called her folks aunt and uncle. She asked me to be her best man, which fit because my girlfriend is best friends with Sophie's brother, and our friend groups blend. I handled plans, paid deposits, and kept things moving. I thought it was all solid. 2 weeks ago, the groomsmen and I went to get fitted for suits. It was easy. Jokes, photos, measurements, done. I texted Sophie pictures. She sent a heart and a looks great. I went home thinking that part was wrapped. At the fitting, the tailor pinned my cuffs and laughed about the wedding being big. We picked a deep navy with a clean notch lapel, simple white shirts, no shine, brown shoes. I looked in the mirror and felt calm. This wasn't about me. I sent a mirror selfie to the group chat and got a string of thumbs up. A couple days later, she asked to meet at a coffee shop. She stirred her drink and wouldn't look at me. Then she said she needed me to step down. She said seeing me in the suit made her realize she didn't want me up there stealing focus. She wanted the pictures at the altar to be only her moment. She said people compare, and she didn't want that on her wedding day. At the coffee shop, a barista kept calling names. I tore a napkin without noticing, and paper stuck to my fingers. She stirred melted ice and whispered, "I just can't," while staring at the door. I felt the ground go out from under me. I cried, right there. I told her I never wanted anyone thinking of me when she walked in. I said I was excited to stand up with her. I said it hurt that she picked something I can't control. She said she still wanted me there as a guest. She asked me to tell people I dropped out because I was too busy. I said I wouldn't lie. I said I'd respect her choice because it's her wedding, but I wasn't going to smile in the pews if my presence was a problem on the stage. She said that wasn't what she meant. I asked what she meant. She said she'd put aside her feelings, but not for the photos, and asked me again to say I stepped back for work. I told her that felt unfair. I told her she was being a brat. I said I hadn't done anything wrong. I went home wrecked. I told my girlfriend. She covered her mouth and said, "What?" She said I didn't have to go if I didn't want to, though she was still going because she's friends with the groom. I called my mom. She said maybe Sophie is insecure and just wants to feel like a princess that day. My stepdad said sometimes you let people be irrational. I stared at the ceiling and asked myself why a 20-year friendship came down to a suit. I kept replaying it. I'd paid for her whole bachelorette weekend. I'd bought my suit. I'd chipped in on her wedding jewelry when a vendor deadline hit. Now I felt like a paid extra who got cut from the scene. I didn't sleep. I drafted a text saying I wasn't coming, then deleted it. I decided I needed a reason that made sense. My girlfriend and I did quiet digging. We found 2 things. First, there was a night out I missed. My girlfriend, Sophie's brother, the groom, and Sophie went for drinks. The groom asked when my girlfriend planned to propose to me. She said, "Probably next year." He said, "Why wait? He's perfect." They swear he meant perfect for you. Sophie got mad anyway because he waited years to propose to her. She's kept bringing it up to him. Second, my mom made a gentle call. At the suit fitting, Sophie's mom told her she should have chosen a look that wouldn't make me stand out. An aunt and a cousin piled on. They also pushed a pre-wedding diet. I can see how those voices got in Sophie's head. None of that started with me, but it landed on me. I thought about talking to Sophie again, but I pictured the coffee shop and her not meeting my eyes. I didn't want to fight in the middle of her planning. I also realized I was done trying to fix something I didn't break. She took her feelings out on me instead of the people who lit the match. That part I couldn't get past. I still had a choice to make. Skip the wedding and blow up every shared chat? Go and pretend none of this happened? I opened the group thread and typed that I had personal reasons for stepping down. I didn't add details. Pings rolled in. "You okay? Everything good?" I left them on red. Then I set my own line. I would go as my girlfriend's +1. I would be polite. I would clap. I would not stand up front. I would not lie. I would not be her shield from her own family's comments. I would end the best man job and, after the ceremony, the friendship. I wrote Sophie a message and kept it short. I said I'd be at the wedding as a guest. I said I hoped she enjoyed this time and wished her the best. I hit send. The typing bubble appeared, then stopped. I set my phone face down and let the screen go dark. Now our friends are saying I'm cruel for refusing to lie. Was I wrong?